Hey guys, what's up? So today we're gonna be playing Hog Rider. Um, yeah, we're gonna play some different variations of Hog Rider decks. This one was actually my favorite, I think. Now, I actually like did some battles before, and I recorded it live, but then that got messed up. And I tried to record the replays as well, and I made two other videos on that, and they all got messed up and deleted. So that's kind of frustrating for me. So, yeah. Now, I first played this deck here that I just showed you. And then, so I'll just show you this one. Then, second, I played Hog Cycle, like an older deck, kind of. Except with Inferno Tower instead of Cannon. And then, played Hog P.E.K.K.A, which didn't work at all. And then I played Hog Bait, which worked. Hog Rider plus like a bait deck kind of. And then I played a super fast Hog Cycle deck, which sort of worked, but it was a close battle, but I lost, so yeah. Now right here, I'm just gonna be stuffing his giant pretty much. I already cycled back to another knight. This deck is 3.0, so it's pretty cheap. So right here, I'm just gonna be defending this. My deck is a lot cheaper than his too, so keep that in mind that I can outcycle him very easily. He has barbarians and a bunch of other cards. He does have skeletons, so, but, so barbarians are a good hog rider counter as well as skeletons are, so. Right now he's leaking a lot, but, so he does barbarians, but the hog rider will still get a hit, so, yeah. But right now he has giant and barbarians, so I just basically just log it, and I hit the princess. So yeah, and also it has tornado everything, and for the ice spirit and the electro wizard. So yeah, now I got two electro wizards down, and right here I have no clue what happened to him. He just didn't place anything down, even though he had fireball or barbarians. He could have played on that, but he just let me take his tower, whatever. But anyway, he just does barbarians and musketeer there, which is not the best push, in my opinion. But I don't know what happened to him, but, it is what it is. I'll take it. A win. So right now, he looks like he's back in the game now. But deck is actually very surprising, because when you look at it first, you're like, you probably think that it doesn't have all that great defense, but it's actually really good for defense, so, yeah. Like, sometimes you look at a deck and then you think it would be good, and then it's actually not, but then other times you don't think it would be good, and it turns out to be really good, like this. So yeah, basically just don't judge a book by its cover, but yeah. And then next here, I played bait deck with Hog Rider actually too, and then this guy he's in Challenger 3, and he's a Nova player, and guess what? He copied my deck. So, yeah. Yeah, so he's in a pretty good Nova clan, Nova check. Cool. So let's just watch this replay. I did play pretty well, though, so. Right here, he starts out with the Goblin Barrel. I could tell it was off to the side a bit, so I put my Ice Spirit there. I don't know if you guys can tell, but yeah, so right there. And then the Goblin Barrel got one hit. So I just go Hog Rider here. He does a goblin gang, but, you know. It's alright. I log it, so I got some good damage there. Now, since I played that knight here, he's probably going to try and cycle to his hog, but he doesn't know I have tornado or anything. So, I'm going to tornado his hog onto the king tower, and now my king tower is activated, and his barrels and whatnot are going to be less effective. But right here, I just barely got the lecture wizard down in time. It's like, yeah. Otherwise, if that was like a second later, it would have completely decimated my tower. And right there, he played the princess way too early. The lecture wizard even killed it, so yeah. Okay, there's his hog. And actually, he played poison too. So what I did is I just sucked it into the middle where all the towers can shoot at it, and then it didn't even hit it, tower. Now he does Inferno, so pretty good. Even trade, so, you know. There I do E-Wiz, and then I go hog on that lane. Then I just log that. Now I'm going to try and cycle my hog, but then he plays Inferno too early, so I decide to just play E-Wiz in the back. Then I'm going to go and lightning that. And then we both go really aggressive pushes here. So he almost takes my tower, but 500 health, so really close. But what happens is his deck is just such good defense that he's not going to get it. And I also picked up his tower too, so yeah, even if he did get my tower, I still would have won, so game there. Then here I was playing, this is like Marcel P's deck. If you don't know who that is, he's a really good player. He plays Hog Expo, and he just plays a lot of stuff, but he's a good player. So yeah, this deck, he normally uses Cannon, but I don't like that because it's really weak to Lava Loon, because all you have is the Musketeer then. So I use Inferno. Also, it's better against like giants, but it's not as fast cycling. So yeah. So right here, he does P.E.K.K.A, but the Ice Spirit froze it, so the Hog got 2 hits. Right here, note this Inferno placement. I placed it back a bit so the Valkyrie would not target it. Here he does Hog Rider, I'm not sure why. So I just log it back and then give my Inferno more time, but he zaps, so I have to play the Musketeer to clean up the P.E.K.K.A. Here I have a good counter push. He is a Dart Goblin, but, you know, and it's a halfway decent tornado. It's not a great tornado, but not bad. Here I know that I just spent a lot of elixir on that push, so I'm just going to take the Dart Goblin. Also, I'm leading in tower damage by a lot, so, yeah. And also, I want to save, like, that for P.E.K.K.A. And also cycling, so. Here, he put the P.E.K.K.A there. Not a good move by him, because now I can rush him with Hog Rider, which ends up working alright. He spent a Valkyrie there, but all I have to do is deal with the P.E.K.K.A and the Wizard, which is not too bad. Inferno even deals with that, and Skeletons plus Hog there. That's a bad log by me. I didn't even hit anything, but then the Fireball missed Executioner, but right here, I could have probably played a lot better defense, but I was just trying to spam stuff so he wouldn't get it, but there is still 30 seconds left, so, you know, not the best, but it is what it is. Here, I tried pulling the Valkyrie, but it just hit my Ice Spirit before I could freeze it. Here, I'm just going to Fireball because I don't want it to do damage, but yeah, so he's actually working, and He is getting my tower lower, but still. As long as he doesn't get a good push off, I should win. So right here, I want to save my fireball for his tower, so I do a musketeer, but unfortunately, the wizard was shot at the tower, but still gonna pick it up. That was a close one, but you know. And then here I played poison and zap instead of log and fireball. So just to show like that you can use that if you want to. Doesn't really matter that much. Just whatever suits you better. So I'll just go ahead and do this. Now this guy, he puts a golem down first. I would not recommend that, especially because I'm using a hog rider deck. So, I mean, I just rushed him over there and he spent lumberjack and Ewiz. So, yeah. Right here, and the ice spirit froze the mega minion there, so hog got another hit. I'm just gonna take the mega minion. Now he pumps up, so obviously I poison it. I'm gonna cycle back to the hog, then distract the lumberjack and clean up that golem. Good poison. I think that like poison and zap is better on offense, just my opinion, but fireball and log are better on defense. That's just my opinion. Here, this guy, I tried playing a P.E.K.K.A deck and it did not work out at all. It's just a lot heavier, as you can tell, because of the P.E.K.K.A. And basically what happened was this guy, he just did Dark Prince and Wizard and Rage, and it just took my tower. I'm not going to go over it or anything. Here I played a bait deck. I used Minion Horde instead of the barrel because my barrel is level 3, and I'd get one-shotted by Zap in a challenge if everything's tournament standard, so that's why. Yeah, let's go ahead and put this at ×2. I just put in a naked hog to see what he has. So he has Inferno Dragon, so I do Goblin Gang, but he has Barrel, so I just do Minion Horde there. He does Ewiz there, so. Also, he just played Valkyrie and Hog Rider, so I know that he probably won't have anything for. So I'm kind of baiting him out right now. So he wasted his log there. I would have played Witch if I was him. And then I played Goblin Gang and that. So he just fireballed right there. He did get an Electro Wizard hit because of it, but not the best trade. So then I go Hog and Minion Horde, and he has nothing. As you can see, he did not have enough for his Witch at all. Now he has like a not much health Witch, so I just go ahead and log it and Goblin Gangs. He does log that, so now I just go there and he does Ewiz. Now I'm just playing pretty aggressive, so he doesn't get a push-up. So you want to keep applying pressure, too. If you're playing like a quick cycle deck. Of course, if you're playing a golem deck, you probably don't want to play as much pressure because, you know, unless you want, like, crowns, but I don't know. Obviously, in a hog deck, you're going to be applying more pressure. And here, I tried using a super fast cycle deck, which did not work out. I can actually try it, I guess. But, for the sake of saving this recording, I think that I'm actually not going to because it just disappears for some reason at some point. I'm not sure why. So, yeah, because it's kind of frustrating. I had to record this 4 times and none of them work so far, so hopefully this turns out. I might try and get a new recording app, but I did power my phone off this time, so hopefully it'll work. As you can see there, the 1 elixir skeletons distracted the mini P.E.K.K.A, so that made a huge difference there, and towers to 8 health, so. But I started playing pretty sloppy during double elixir here. I just let him get way too much tower damage on, and yeah. If I were to make a change to this deck, I'd probably use Tornado just for more defense. So basically I found that Hog Rider is probably the newer decks that people are using with like Tornado and stuff that works way better. Those are good arrows by him. He predicted the Ice Spirit. So right now I'm just going to try and apply more pressure. So in all, my favorite deck was the Hog Rider Tornado Lightning deck that the one guy from Challenger 3 copied. That deck was just so good. I'm not sure what that Hog Rider was. I think I was trying to distract it or something. But anyway, yeah, it was actually pretty close here. So, yeah. So he says thanks, but I didn't know he had lightning. He hadn't played it at all. There he goes in arrows, but as you can see, pretty close. So I think I'll end it there, just for the sake of the recording. So see you there. Sorry about that, but yeah, 6-2 right now, not too bad. Bye.